Hi Year 4, it's Mrs. Collins here again. Today I've got Thursday's maths lesson. Please pause the video to give yourself time to write today's short date and the learning objective, to multiply three numbers. When you're ready, press play again and we'll start the learning. To get our brains warmed up, we're going to have a go at multiplication using the grid method. We've got the calculation 11 times 8. We can do this by partitioning 11 into 10 and 1 and multiplying each of those numbers by 8 to find the answer. First, we start by saying, what is 8 times 10? 8 times 10 is 80. And we write our answer in the answer box. The next step is to ask, what's 8 times 1? Or what are 8 lots of 1? And the answer is 8. To complete the calculation, we then add these two numbers together. 80 plus 8 equals 88. We practiced our 11 times table yesterday, so I'm hoping you could have done that brain only. I wanted to show you this method just in case. Next, you'll see three chilly challenges for you to have a go at. 11 times 2, 11 times 4 and 11 times 9. Pause the video, have a go in your home learning maths book and press play when you're ready to go through the answers. Well done Year 4 mathematicians. Let's go through the answers. The mild challenge asked you to calculate 11 times 2 and the answer was 22. Well done, give yourself a mark if you got that right. The spicy challenge asked you to calculate 11 times 4 and the answer was 44. I hope you're shouting these answers out at the screen as we go through. The hot challenge asked you to calculate 11 times 9. The answer was 99. Well done to those people who did all three challenges and got them correct. Let's move on to the next part of our lesson. Today's new learning involves us multiplying three numbers together. We're going to start off by looking at the pictorial method and then moving on to abstract. Let's have a look at this first representation on the board. How many groups of counters have we got? You can see we've got one group there and another group there. So we've got two groups. How many counters are in each group or row? 1, 2, 3. So this representation is showing us 2 times 3. If we add all the counters up together, we can see that that makes 6. Have a look at the representation at the bottom of the board. You can see that we've got the 2 times 3 equals 6 here, here, here and here. So we've actually got 4 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 groups of 6. So there are actually 4 groups of 3 times 2 or 2 times 3. It's the same as what we did before, but there's 4 lots. So what this picture is showing us is 3 times 2 times 4, because we've got 3 times 2 here and we've got it 4 times. So we've multiplied 3 numbers together in this picture. We know that 3 times 2, or 2 times 3, is 6. We worked that out at the start. And we're now going to times that by 4. What is 6 lots of 4? Let's count in sixes together. 6, 12, 18, 24. We can write our answer here. So this is how I would work out a calculation multiplying 3 numbers together using concrete resources like cubes or counters, or by drawing it on the page. You might choose to do it this way in your book today. You might prefer to do the abstract method and to work out the calculation using sums. I've created 4 easy steps for you to follow if you prefer this abstract method. First, we will multiply the first 2 numbers together. So we've got 2 times 5. So in your maths book, you would write that as a sum. I'm going to type it actually. You can see it clearly. 2 times 5 equals 10. We write the answer down. Number 3, we multiply this answer and the third number together. So we multiply the answer, which was 10, and we're timesing it by the third number in the sum, which was 3. 10 times 3 equals 30. Now we have our answer. 2 times 5 times 3 equals 30. Pause the video if you'd like to read through that again and have a go in your book. If you feel you've understood that, let's move on and give it another go. How can we find the answers to these calculations? So you may choose to draw it or build it with objects, or follow these 4 steps as I've just shown you. Pause the video, have a go in your maths book, and press play when you're ready to go through the answers. First challenge says 2 times 5 times 3. We know that 2 times 5 is 10, so that's the first number, and we're going to multiply that by 3 to give us the answer of 30. The second challenge, 3 times 2 times 5. We multiply the first 2 numbers together first, 3 times 2, which we know is 6, and then we're going to multiply that by the third number in the calculation, 5. 6 times 5 is 30. The third challenge, 5 times 3 times 2. First we'll multiply the first 2 numbers together. 3 times 5 is 15. Write the answer down and multiply the answer by the third number, 2. 15 times 2 is 30. You can see that we've got the same answer because it was the same digits in the sum, but just written in different ways. Now it's your turn. Pause the video and have a go at these challenges. The first one we've done earlier on, so that should be a really quick one for you to work through. And the other 2, spicy and hot, are new challenges. If you get stuck, don't forget to refer back to the 4 easy steps on how to multiply 3 numbers together. Off you go. Okay, if you press play again, I'm hoping that means you've had a go at all of these and are ready to mark your answers. First challenge, 2 times 5 is 10. 10 times 3 is 30. The answer was 30, give yourself a tick. Spicy challenge, 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 4 is 24. Hot challenge. 6 times 2 is 12. Times 11 equals 132. Well done, Year 4, if you had a go at all of those problems and got the answers correct. In your book and in your learning pack, you will see some activities that look like this, depending on which group you're in. Some of your activities have pictures to help you. Follow those step by step to help you do the calculation multiplying 3 numbers together. If you prefer to follow the 4 steps we've gone through, you could ignore the pictures and just do the sums brain only. If you have any questions, like always, you can email us on our Year 4 email address. I hope that all makes sense, and I hope you have fun multiplying 3 numbers today. We can't wait to mark your answers next week. Go for it, mathematicians!